Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 2 of how to make any variable the subject of the formula. If that intrigues your mind, let's meet after the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, if it's for the first time visiting my channel, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and you enable the notification bell so that every time I upload a new video, you'll be the first one to see it. Well, in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make R the subject of the formula. All right, now let's get to it. So you have 1 over R equals to R1, R2. Okay, so what you're going to do here is just to cross multiply. When you cross multiply, you take R and you multiply by R1, and then you take R2 and multiply by that one. Okay, good. 1 will multiply R2, therefore R1 will multiply that R. Okay, now we are interested in making R the subject of the formula, so we're going to divide both sides by R1. All right, so we'll be left with R on this side because R1 and R1 will cancel, and this side will have R2 over R1. That is your R. Okay, now here is a good hack. If you have a situation like this whereby you have 1 over R, and R being the variable that which we are interested in to make the subject of the formula, what you can do, I'll write it in red. Okay, what you can do is just to flip. I'll write it as it is first, R1, R2. So what you can do is just to flip the fractions, meaning R will come and will become the numerator, 1 will become the denominator, and therefore R1 will become the denominator, R2 will become the numerator. I flip them because this is 1, right? So R1 divided by 1, it's still R. Then the answer will be R2 over, you can see, all right, R1. Okay, yeah. So this answer is the same as that one. Okay, let's move to the next one. All right, with this one, we have 1 over R equals to 1 over R1 plus R1 over R2. We're going to make R, that R, the subject of the formula. And how do we do that? So normally you would know that we cross multiply. So in this case, we cannot cross multiply because we have two fractions that have different denominators. You understand? So what we can do, the first thing that we can do is to make these denominators to be the same. Okay, so if we have the same denominator on one side of the equal sign and the same denominator on the other side of the equal sign, then we can perform the cross multiplication operation. Right, now how do we achieve the same denominator on the right hand side on this part? Let's do that. So we're going to draw a line. So to achieve the same denominator here, one way of doing it is to say, you say R1 multiplied by R2. You multiply those denominators, okay, and you write the sign that separates these two fractions here. Okay, now what you're going to do is to multiply the diagonal numerator with the denominator. So it will be that one multiplied by R2, and then on this side of the positive, I'm going to multiply 1 with the diagonal, or numerator with the diagonal denominator, which is 1 multiplied by R1. Okay, so this side I still have 1 over R. All right, so 1 multiplied by R2 is R2, 1 multiplied by R1 is R1. This is R1, R2. All right, so what I can do here is just to flip the fractions, since when I have a 1 here, and this R is the one that I want to make the subject of the formula. So I'll say I flipped this fraction, and I'm going to flip that one as well. So I'm going to have R1, R2. So this side will be R2 plus R1. All right. So the final answer will be R equals to R1, R2. So this one you can just rearrange, start with R1, then end with R2. It's still the same as that one. All right. So let's move to the next one. So here is the last one. Let's just do it very quickly. So I have b plus 2 all over 3 minus b, which is equals to a, So I just divide by 1 because I want a fraction here. All right. So a over 1 will always give me a. All right. Anything less divide by 1, it's that thing. So the question is, can I continue here with cross multiplication? Yes, I can, because this expression on the left hand side share the same denominator, which is 3 minus b. Same thing with that one. A has only one denominator. All right, good. So I can cross multiply. When I cross multiply, this one will cross multiply a, and this numerator will cross multiply 1. All right. So what will happen is 1 will multiply the whole numerator. 1 will multiply the whole numerator. And therefore a will multiply the whole denominator. Okay. Now a multiplied by 3. So what happens here is that we just multiply out. So a will multiply 3, and a again will multiply minus b. All right. So same thing will happen here. 1 will multiply b, and 1 will multiply 2. How do we do that? So 1 multiplied by b is b, and then 1 multiplied by positive 2, it's positive 2. All right. A multiplied by 3 is equals to 3a, and then a multiplied by negative b, it's negative a b. Good. Now the question says make b the subject of the formula. All right, so I'm gonna take minus ab on the other side. So I have b. When I take minus ab on the other side, when I transpose it, it changes the sign to be a positive. Okay, so this side I have 3a. So I'm going to take this positive 2 on the other side. So when I transpose it, it will be a negative 2. Okay, good. So what I can do here, since when I'm looking for b, I can take out b as a common factor. So I will have 1 plus a. So this one will remain as 3a minus 2. All right, great. If I want b as my subject of the formula, I will divide by 1 plus a on both sides. 1 plus a. All right, so 1 plus a will cancel 1 plus a. Then I will be left with b. And at this side, I will have 3a minus 2, which is 1 plus a. Or you can say 3a minus 2 and start with an alphabet, then a number. So a plus 1. So that is your b. All right. So we have reached towards the conclusion of our lesson today. Please don't forget to share if you like this video, and to smash that like button. Until next time, cheers.